Okay. We're back. Goodness gracious. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's see what else can possibly go wrong. Just trying to get through this, trying to do this scene. All right. Refresh over here. All right. Cool. We're back. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Ashley. Welcome in. Good to see you. It's been a long time. Hope you've been doing well. All right. Okay, so she is looking at you, and yes, so I imagine she probably would like have like her hands behind her back, looking at you, and she says, "This is quite the sight. Someone wearing the family's missing items."
Gryffindor would have slowly crept up behind you and he goes, no, it's him.
I would have hoped you guys stayed at like the gate or something.
Is Grail actually walking in?
Yeah, I would have walked up slowly because I didn't
would
know.
have absolutely followed him and like, I tried, sorry.
Yeah, you kind of like look over to you guys for a second, kind of like behind his back, just like kind of gesture to you, like just stay, like he'll stand there for a second. What items per se are missing? But additionally, and would you not like to do introductions? We've not seen each other quite a long time.
When someone got back to me that one of the family's hidden caches had been raided, and everything within it was taken, my curiosity was piqued. I wasn't expecting. And she's like really concentrating on you. A dusk walker to approach my home.
I see there's no need for explanations then. Perhaps a proper introduction is what we need. I'm Amir Thane Molsvenator, son of Cedric and Gwendolyn Molsvenator of the Shimmerglens Molsvenator.
I know who you claim to be, Duskwalker.
Have you any reason not to believe me?
I do. And she's like, as she's having this conversation, she's starting to like work her way like down the stairs, but she's like never taking like her eyes off of you.
I'm hiding behind both Amir and Una now. Like, oh, she's
while she's coming down the stairs, I imagine he's like only like a step through the doorway at this point. Mm-hmm. He'll probably take a few more steps forward to like properly show himself into the house, and just like in the kind of like receiving area there at the bottom of the stairs.
As you like,
and Una will stay like 4 or 5 feet behind, but as you advance, so is Una.
I'm like this behind Una, like
as you step in, you get a clear look like inside the room. You can actually now see there's like 2 like doorways to head off further into the house in those directions, and you can see both of them have like a person in them, and they have like crossbows like pointed at you, like waiting.
He won't make any kind of sudden moves. Of course, now noticing them, he'll kind of look over to both of them and make eye contact with both to let them both know he's aware, and just kind of give a nod to both of them. And he'll put where he was kind of holding his hat like down in front of him, he'll kind of put his hands out to the side with both hands, kind of like not T-posing, like putting his hands up. He's just like putting them away from himself enough that they're not worried about him reaching for stuff. Just like as a sign of like, I'm here for peace.
And so she would eventually like get down to the main level and start walking towards you, but not get all the way up to you. And she's still just giving you that kind of steely glare. And like you're like watching her. You know, you said you had your hands up. Roll me a perception real quick.
Everyone, or just
can we like sense motive too?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to see if this is about to go south and
I'm glad the tank's not there to make sure that my party's okay.
I mean, if things go south,
We're
it's
out.
not just in the combat. We'll survive and kill them. It just will go horrible for Skip in the long term.
He wouldn't
look at all
I mean,
the
like,
loot we
he
got.
wouldn't be killing his family.
she's either very difficult to read or very easy to read because she looks like she's ready to. She has a very calm demeanor, but at the same time, she looks like she could be ready to kill in any second. Amir, you actually rolled pretty good on your perception. You could tell it looks like she is actually holding something behind her back.
She got weapons.
And
As he starts to kind of notice this, his hands where they're kind of like out to the side is more of like an ambivalent like surrender. His hands do slowly like go up, and he kind of like holding his hat off into his left hand, and Cecilia, I assure you, it is me.
she interrupts you with a single word, and she says, "Draw." And she starts whipping something out from behind her back. What do you do?
Can I do an action?
If she goes to draw on me, Amir would immediately like drop to the floor to like roll towards her to like try to disarm her essentially.
Okay.
Please don't interfere. Please don't.
Yeah, no, let this
Hand
do-
I
across
was
the
going to
room.
put a screen between you two so she couldn't hit you.
All right, what do you want me to roll for that?
You should put a screen between them and us so that we don't get crossfire.
You're
That's true,
bulky.
actually. If you want to do that,
You don't need to roll anything, as you literally roll towards her, and she pretty much kind of like puts a boot up to like stop you. And you go up to like try and disarm her, and she like essentially like kind of saw it coming, but you've gotten a lot better than you used to be. And
kinda, like,
you
meet in the
guys are
middle.
like essentially kind of like put in kind of a stalemate, so to speak, until one of you like lets go of the other. And she goes, "Thought for sure you would have drawn your gun on me." And she like kind of lets the hand. She was holding a hand crossbow, and she lets it like fall like little like limp, so to speak, so it's not ready to like fire. And she like lets
after
go
that
of you.
happens, Amir would step back for like kind of like in the moment of disarming. He steps back and summons both of his weapons into his hands, and it is a bit different than drawing for me these days. And then dissipates them again.
She's like, you can tell she's like analyzing you, and she's like, "Your poor form certainly tells me that you are Skip, but you are better than what
Does
I've
she
been
call
told."
him Skip?
Yes.
He would have, yeah. It's a family nickname.
Just making sure.
It has been quite some time to hear someone who knew me by that nickname before I had to tell it to him. It is wonderful to hear. I appreciate it.
She looks past you at your compatriots.
Yes, I believe other introductions are in order. These are a couple of my traveling companions. We have become quite the group in recent times. You may have heard of our exploits in Sandpoint. This is Gryffindor, and this is Una.
Hello. What's her name again? It was
Cecilia.
Lady Cecilia. I am Gryffindor Everweave, son of Nolandor Nagassen.
She gives a small kind of curt bow. "Welcome into my home."
And I'm Una, child of, I guess, sustenance farmers you've never heard of.
Welcome as well, Una.
I thank you again for allowing us into your home under your... I suppose this might have been one of the friendliest greetings you've given me so far.
It's been a while since I've last seen you.
Indeed, I have been disposed.
She says, "If anyone, I was expecting your brother to arrive."
Yes, about that. That is part of why I'm here, both literally and metaphorically.
Metaphysically,
She
a
goes,
little bit.
"Come. I'm sure we have much to discuss. I don't know if you want your friends to be a part of this, or if you like, I can have a meal prepared."
Oh, I don't
Gentlemen,
eat in front of people. It's disgusting if I do. Trust me.
he has a point with that one, but we can accommodate for privacy, I'm sure. I guess it is up to you. Would you rather be involved in family business or
I mean,
have
I
a
didn't
nice
come to
meal?
just eat, buddy. I came here to support you.
Well,
Fair enough.
you're
If it is all the same with you, and I would like them to accompany us.
Okay. So she leads you upstairs, and it doesn't take you very long. You know exactly where she's going to take you, as she essentially like her office. And you remember, like, as a child, like only catching glimpses of it. Like, you were never allowed in there because that's like she probably keeps a lot of like dangerous stuff in there. But
the grown-up room.
Like being
you were
invited to
We're
also
going to the
small.
grown-up room, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say going to the grown-up
Yeah,
table.
exactly. And she like opens the door into it's a sizable office with a large table in the center, and it looks just cluttered, but it's like really clean. So, but you can see like different like trophies, like kills, like hung up on the walls from like back when she did hunt like undead as well. And then like probably different like on the other wall, like different like emblems or flags or something of like the different like cults that she's like hunted down. And then like various like hunting like tools and mechanics. You can even see like a disassembled like older version probably of like your gun, like in like sitting on somewhere. It's just, this room is like filled with all sorts of like things, and like on the table it's probably got all sorts of like papers and books and various things that she's probably using for whatever jobs she's doing, keeping track of intelligence, and as well as running this like manor that has like other people here too. And
Stepping into the room, he would definitely. I've always wondered what the inside of this room properly looked like. I've only ever seen it in glances when I was a child.
yes, you would always try and sneak in here.
Did my best. I was never quite the best at stealth as a child.
If it makes you feel any better, your brother did as well.
Of course he did. That's actually a bit surprising to think about. He was, at least to my face, more of a stickler for the rules than I ever was.
Well, he more so became a stickler when he accepted that he needed to be a responsible older brother.
Suppose that is fair. A burden I was never given.
And she's like saying this as she's like walking around like the desk to like face you guys.
Right.
I assume Edward is either dead or missing.
Pardon?
I assume your brother is either dead or missing.
Well, yes, he is. He is dead. In a complicated turn of events, he was killed just outside of Sandpoint. His body was buried there, and I was resurrected in his place.
Interesting. Very interesting. And you're certain of this?
I dissipate the armor and take off my coat, and then like kind of pull up my shirt to show the bullet holes in my back where the scars are still. And these seem to be the wounds that killed him.
And she's like staring at them. What's the last thing you remember, Skip?
I remember the date. It was approximately 3 years ago. I remember I was preparing for a hunt. And that is it.
You said you came here specifically to talk about this with me. Or was there something else?
There is other business that needs to be discussed that may be a bit more urgent. Perhaps we start there, but I do wish to discuss this with you. We are actually in Magnamar hunting a cult. Shit. What was the name of the cult? It was like the Seven.
Brotherhood of Seven.
The Brotherhood of Seven. We're
I'll
hunting
pull out the
I would look to Grail. What was the proper name again besides just the cult?
Bring out your notes, nerd.
The Brotherhood of the Seven.
They seem to be connected to the Runelords in some form or fashion. We
Led by a
hunted
woman
a few of their operators in Sandpoint and killed them there. But we tracked their business here to Magnamar. I've been trying to pursue them ever since.
Led by a woman named Zanisha.
Zanisha.
Yes.
Not familiar with this Zanisha, but the Brotherhood of Seven. I know this name. From what I understand, that they've been around since the very founding of Magnamar.
I'll procure the deed and hand it to Skip.
And I'll pass it across so she can look at it. This was found in one of the safe houses here through one of the members of the family.
The Foxglove family. Very interesting.
What led us here, and then to Ironbriar.
They have a mansion down in just south of Sandpoint that, if we are correct, seems to have been haunted by a lich, or possessed by a lich. The mansion itself is complicated, to say the least. We are having some clerics go to sanctify it to hopefully clear him out, but their family is deeply involved with necromancers and always has been.
Family's not so much around anymore.
I think we've
We put a few
eliminated
on the
them.
ground.
There has been a sudden surge of activity involving this brotherhood. Seems they've expanded their scope as to what they were doing. From what I understand, they had been receiving shipments of fungi.
From the home.
Oh, well, that would line up with what we found at this manor.
Interesting. The fungi would probably be the fungus that was growing in this lich-infested mansion.
Out of character, who was it that ate some, or what? Didn't somebody almost eat some, or something like that?
I was persuaded to try it by some ghost, but I didn't actually do it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
succeeded.
I would not bring it up if it was Skip.
Right?
Yeah, there was he almost got suggested to eat it, and then Grailfindor got exposed to it by one of the traps.
Yep.
The one that blew up
Spores.
in the gallery.
Oh, right.
Most disturbing, from what I've been able to tell, they've been selling this. I'm not sure onto what means, but
Just out of curiosity, under what name have they been selling it?
Yep, I was just thinking that.
under what name?
Unrelated to anything. Yeah, I mean, like, is it a street drug sort of thing they're selling it as?
No.
Oh no.
Oh, good. That would be horrible for somebody.
No, they I think this is strictly more of a, I don't know if they've given it a name or anything along those lines, but some professional institution has been purchasing as much of it as it possibly can. What I've
Did you say
heard,
professional institution?
correct. The suspicion is the Red Mantis.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Society, check
And-
that.
Yeah, Una kind of leans over to Grail like, hey, Grail, you know all sorts of arcane shit. Can you become a lich by eating a lich's house? Is that a thing? No,
Unfortunately,
I'm actually being kind of serious. That's not like a wizard thing, is it?
Unfortunately, the path to lichdom is unique to each individual.
But like, is that a spell component? I know like some people crush up diamonds and snort them, whatever. Like you don't like eat dead wizards to get their power, right?
Could I Arcana maybe the downstream effects of what lich fungus can do?
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
You personally have experienced that it was slowly starting to drain your very life essence until you were gonna die. So
Right.
It's extremely deadly. I almost died in that manner, just even having been exposed to its spores. So if it's a red mantis, they sound familiar. An assassin group?
Assassins.
Oops. No idea.
yeah, that's not really
Bunch of real
Some
penis
some
rats.
insectoid group.
They like bugs.
she would
cultivating
she would
you?
confirm that yes, it's
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, they're like the
Pretty-
like one of the best assassin groups. And
Yeah, they're the society for assassinations.
it's very terrifying that they're the ones buying.
So-
If you're on the wrong end of them, that is.
They're also involved in all the god killing business.
Yep.
Yes, they are.
But we don't know that because this is many thousands of years in the future.
Right.
That is, yes, a
Red
long
Mantis
time in the
is
future.
god killer. Interesting. So you're saying they've been more active lately just to sell this fungus? Is that all? Have they just been on a purely economical boom?
I don't think so. Their activities have been a lot more erratic than they used to be. I don't know what changed. Before, I think this would have been more of the norm for them, is operating and selling this fungus, but they seem to have become more prone to spur of the moment killings for some reason.
Have a theory. It would be important for your family to know. Something I've been studying and haven't gotten a free moment to share.
You showed her what was
Yeah.
it you showed her?
The Sahedron.
Yeah,
deed.
yeah,
Oh, that.
yeah. So she's like, I assume it has to do with that. She
Yes.
points at you.
It does. They're empowering rune wells all over the countryside, and to only one cause they could possibly think of: to awaken a rune lord, or all of them.
And Cecilia, do you know if there are any Runelord relics here that are less well known? Perhaps some buried that are known to the family that aren't maybe known to the common populace.
That's not something I would know unless it's hidden in one of those. And like she's kind of like looking out the like
Iron span.
yeah, at the iron span, and like you can like the legs.
Yeah,
Those have
the
never
city
been
full of Runelord.
those have never been fully investigated, as become too treacherous, and the city itself had made it illegal to do so.
I had
Suppose-
thought a long time.
Supposedly some incident a long time ago involving the Iospan released a horde of giant arcane spiders upon the city.
Whoa. I
So we're not going down there, is what I hear.
Devastated the populace and caused at the time, Lord Mayor, well, that one died actually, the next Lord Mayor, to make it abundantly clear to never mess with it ever again.
it's the main reason why I found myself in Sandpoint instead of Magnamar, where a relic of this size and magnitude would be much more of a point of study for me as I study Thessalonian artifacts, but unfortunately, danger is quite clear.
It seems so. There are stories that some of them have been found ways to get inside of them. There even are rumors that a group is using it as their hideout in one of them, but if one of them is hiding a rune well, that's beyond my knowledge for that.
Interesting. I appreciate the introductions to these things. They are topics we are unaware of. We are new to the city. Do you know of any specifics on this Brotherhood of the Seven? We are attempting to hunt them as best we can.
Like I said, they've been around since the founding of the city. You said Ironbriar was involved.
Well, kinda.
In a sense.
Well,
We've now potentially run into two people that were involved against their will. And we can't say for sure Ironbriar, yeah, he tripped and fell before we could question him too much. But let's just say his ghost made it seem like he was not down to clown with these brothers, as it were.
I think he was still to some murder face carving cult, but his connection to Zanisha probably was less against his will than he would have liked.
The cult has always had its agents in positions of power within the city, so it's not absurd for him to have been part of the Brotherhood. But the Zanisha, I almost get the feeling she's an outside agent to all of this, especially with the Brotherhood acting so erratic and changing their behaviors compared to how they were before.
Her name also is definitely of Thessalonian influence. So there's no doubt in her involvement runs deeper than just the standard cult.
She's definitely a person at the top of our interest list. If we can find her, I believe we can answer a lot more questions.
We did track them to a potential hideout. How relevant that will be tomorrow morning is yet to be seen.
Additionally, on that note, it's worth saying, have you been aware that the guard here is deeply corrupted, but not in the sense of human corruption, as far as this cult has invaded them?
Faceless ones.
Indeed, we found a form of aberrations that were posing as people dealing with the cult, and we are worried that the guard have been
replaced,
susceptible to their invasions as well.
That's troublesome. I mean, if Ironbriar is part of this, it's easy to see how his hand can sway how the city guard reacts. He is a judge of justice, after all.
Again, you might want to switch all those to past tense.
He will not, unfortunately, be doing his job any longer.
Yeah.
Fortunately, not unfortunately.
Caseload's going to get kind of backed up, I'm sure.
Sure, he wasn't exactly an impartial justice for the people.
Well, it sounds like you know.
I mean, I could rant for 20 minutes about how no one is, but I don't think that's what we're here for.
It sounds like where you need to head next.
Indeed, but I know our family tends to hunt cults like this, that, especially ones who are this involved with the undead. I was hoping maybe you had any leads or additional information that would be of use to us.
Brotherhood of Seven is one thing, but the Zanisha, I'm not sure. You think it's... I don't know if she's as large as a... classified as a cult, so to speak. He said she sounds like an outside agent in all of this. Or she represents a group not within Magnamar in of itself.
That is an interesting thought, one we had not had yet.
I don't know. I not heard of her before.
She's an outside agent causing the summoning of demons and fiends, undead, you name
We
it.
plan to make an incursion on what we believe to be a hideout of theirs tomorrow. We've already incurred favors with some of the Iomedean priests here in town. I do not wish to call too many favors in on them if things were to go poorly. Do we have enough of the family present here to perhaps help with the fallout?
I'm sure I can assist you in some way if you require it.
Hopefully it does not come to that. We hope to keep this endeavor quiet as best we can, but quiet has not been our strong suit as of yet.
I have networked with the help of some of our other colleagues with the Church of Amwade and hopefully eventually the Hell Knights as well. I think this poses a greater threat, not just locally, but beyond Magnamar.
Well, if you're going to find out anything, you'll probably find it out in this place you're looking to go to. Unless they pack up and leave.
Hey, I just gotta ask, and this is probably me being rude and out of town yokel and all that, man. But as Amir here has told us, you and your family, you're primarily like people who keep the peace and get rid of evil folks, right?
We're not
Cults
the
and
law.
monsters and what have yous.
We're not the law, but we do some
But
investigating.
if say you came upon a town and there were like evil succubuses carving the hearts out of people, you'd step in to help, right?
Succubus.
That actually happened, but
Yeah, because that's what we're dealing with, and it seems like you got lots of manpower and weaponry and what have yous. And I bet you 5 on however many they got is not as good as however many you got plus 5 against them.
I am currently only staffed with 3 acolytes these days.
Hey, 8's better than 5. I'm not great with math, but those are bigger numbers.
Well, if you wish to pay, certainly.
Well, there's a judgment call I'm going to not voice.
It is of note, I also never worked for free before now.
See, Amir has never mentioned.
And Una kind of leans over towards Square like, should we be charging the people we save? I guess I didn't think about charging these innocents after the fact.
every time I've tried to take some form of payment from the innocents, you berate me, so I stopped speaking.
Yeah, because that's what I'm leaning towards, buddy. The innocents.
Yes. Yeah, I figured I would.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Confirm that your morals are exactly well known to all of us, and we have followed them.
I wasn't sure. Okay.
To the penny, to the point where I can barely pay my rent at Sandpoint.
Oh shit! They can hear us. Oh crap! I didn't realize that.
Yes.
We're just like both Amir and Cecilia just like staring at you guys having this conversation.
I'm sorry. The stress of working for free has been daunting on me. I must.
Indeed, the family's work is not cheap work, and in order for us to continue being able to do it through the generations, coin is necessary.
I look at this extravagant place.
Ooh.
It's the accumulated wealth of the generations.
Well, nothing like some class warfare. Anyways,
I have absolutely no right to speak. I'm technically elven royalty, so I just.
Cecilia's unfazed. She doesn't give a shit. Like, she's gonna.
No, I know.
She's
the
gonna
rich usually don't care about letting the poor die. I'm used to that.
Yeah, she's fine. If they can't pay, that's how the family's always operated.
I think it is important enough for us, and we desperately need the help. I would be curious to know what kind of family discount we might get, but
oh Jesus Christ!
These the greatest family discounts you will be receiving from here is me.
I see. So, well, it's been a great discount so far, to be honest. I mean, without Emir, I'm pretty sure all or most of us would not have survived. So I'll accept this. I'll accept this connection and even the opportunity to ask for help, a blessing. how much would it be for 3 of, or 4 if you would be willing?
How long are you wanting to hire us for?
That's a great question. I have no idea how
How
long
about
this will
we
take.
come back to that once we have a better idea of when and where we will need the assistance. For our attack tomorrow, I believe we are hoping to keep it more under wraps. The less
So-
people, perhaps the better. If we realize we've bitten off more than we can chew, you will be hearing from me.
That's more like it.
Well, what is your
In-
per diem?
Moving on. um, I believe we had another topic of discussion. Did you perchance know more of what I was hunting before my death?
No. You never really spoke to anyone after you had left.
By left, you mean
Left.
just set out?
Yes, left on your hunt.
Oh, wonderful. I was hoping I had left the family in some harebrained idea before.
No.
That's good to hear.
Not that I'm aware of.
If you could perhaps do me a favor, send my mother a letter. I've met her briefly once before, and I do not think she is as trusting or understanding of my situation as you are, which surprises me, but it is welcome. If you wouldn't mind putting her nerves to ease.
That might be possible.
It would be greatly appreciated. She mentioned to me that she was looking into my death and return in some other way that I'm unaware of, but I wish to reconcile with the family sooner rather than later. I feel your letter may aid me in that.
She reaches over to the table and kind of moves some paperwork aside. Looks like she's looking for something. Opens a couple drawers. And she pulls out a rolled up letter. The seal has been broken, but you can see that the seal is the Morse Venator family sigil. I received this about a year ago now.
He takes the letter.
From your brother.
He kind of gives a weary glance at her and then immediately starts reading the letter.
Perhaps you might be able to make something of it. Yeah, as you read it, it seems very mundane, and the more you read it, it seems almost nonsensical. Your brother talks of things that have never happened, or almost things that just don't make sense in any way.
Interesting. Was my brother going insane before he died?
I don't know.
Is it is it gibberish you said, or just?
It's
all
almost
of it?
nonsensical, it seems. He references things from our childhood and events that happened that never happened.
I look.
Either he was going insane or this is a code of some kind.
I've been working on ciphers lately because of something in Ironbrier's possession. I suppose I could lend you some time. We could decipher it together.
Perhaps so. I roll up the letter and put it in my coat and look to Cecilia. Thank you very much, Aunt Cecilia. Your help has been greatly appreciated, and it is warming to see the family again.
I'm happy you're alive.
As am I, but the cost was more than I would have paid had I had the choice.
She like holds out her hand to you.
He takes it and shakes it.
She like pulls you in. It's kind of like one of those half like embraces.
Yeah.
Man hug.
She does
Yes.
say, audibly, "I really am glad you're around." And then she whispers something in your ear.
It licks your earlobe.
Well. I'm really, really glad.
I hate all of you.
Hey, well, listen, I said nothing. Listen, that was only half of the crew here that said something. I was looking on disapprovingly.
I'm not there. What are you talking about? I'm still trying to just figure out what spells I'm going to prepare for tomorrow.
It's a constant battle for me.
Well, at least you have a spell book. I have every possible spell in the universe.
I have 3 people's spell books, so I've been stealing spells from them slowly.
It's a rough time.
Do I have? I have. I have 22 third level spells.
I have 2.
I can only pick 4.
At least you can pick 4. I can only pick 3. How dare you get an extra spell slot, I say, as I have 4 extra 4th level spells.
I mean, you can get staves.
All right.
Yeah, there's a wand I want to get next time we get money. God damn.
Mind blown there, bud?
He holds for a second longer than would be normal for even like a bro hug, and
It's an
takes a step
onslaught.
back. Thank you very much for everything you have done for us, and I would likely be reaching out to you soon.
Good luck.
It was a pleasure, and hopefully we'll work together soon.
It was indeed.
He
Thank you for traveling with Amir.
Traveling. Yeah.
It's always safer to have companions.
You know, I look at Amir. It wasn't traveling, to be honest. Amir's done a lot for us, for me, on a level that I couldn't explain. He's an honor to your family. And he has saved more people and done more good in the last several months that we've known him than most people I've ever met in my 300 years of life. I thought you should hear that out loud, Amir. I think your family should know.
I appreciate it. It is certainly a different step than the one that I was taking in life. My first life, I should say.
I remember. Well, now time to go sacrifice ourselves to the greater good. Farewell.
You need to stop by City Hall and present a bill, I suppose.
That is the best idea you've had ever, actually.
I know. I feel like an idiot for donating
like
money to that
walking.
orphanage earlier when I should have charged all those children we saved.
We're like leaving as we're talking. I could actually no, seriously though. I could draw an accounting based on how much public order we've restored.
Did you take a multi-class in a piece of shit?
I meant like City Hall, like.
No, I'm just asking in general.
No, I see. Listen,
Okay,
no.
you look like you're aiming for it.
Okay, we can charge the public officials, not the innocent. It's the city's job to be protecting the city, and they're usually run by fat, rich people anyways. So,
I'll tell you what. You go down that route. I'm going to focus on keeping people alive.
I mean, you could potentially save people in both directions.
there's a way to earn money and not be a shithole at the same time.
I mean, I got 50 platinum. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, I think I had more than that. I'm not sure.
If
Look
you
at Spook, like,
ever-
Spook, you got another
if you-
50, right?
if the weight of guilt ever weighs down on your shoulders, Una, just remember that being adventurous is very expensive for a wizard.
Amir kind of like looks at both of you. Speaking of which, I believe you owe the man 2 gold. Don't think I didn't hear the bet you.
And I just kind of float 2 gold over. But for real, your family, real bags of dog shit. That they know about this cult and are just going like, well, I can't fix it. Nobody paid me yet.
To be
I
fair,
think it's a middle ground.
the
You said,
direction
thank you
is-
for all you've done, and really all she did was hug you. And not shoot you, I guess. That's a real low bar you're setting there, bud.
My family is not perfect. I would never lie to you and say that they are. And I do not agree with their charging as well. I did in my previous life, but I needed it to survive, so I did it anyway. But they have done more good than harm than most families have ever done in all of their generations. Say what you will about them. They have served
I mean, I just
Pharasma
did.
very well.
Yeah,
Understandable.
I mean, they're not extorting people.
Additionally, I believe it is worth saying we have famously done great works of charity when larger problems were happening. I think you're misunderstanding. We don't come to a town that is dying and being overrun by undead, wait until they pay us to save them. We more of go to towns that have had rumors of a ghost or zombies out in the woods. We ask them to pay us, then we go and kill the thing. Then we come back and show them we've killed it. If people's lives are on the line, we kill the undead.
She said she
first.
knew about this cult, bud.
What are they
Well-
doing here that is life-threatening as of yet? It is more of a growing fire, not already a building.
That's fair. What was the name of that champion we used to know? I can't remember her name.
That wasn't even this cult, I don't believe.
That was a separate call, yeah.
Multiple cults we're ignoring. Fair enough. You got me there.
She didn't know
Right,
that one
excellent.
because that one had only been around for a little bit.
Hot
I
couple of days.
accidentally hit a button.
Additionally, it is odd to me that there are only 3 of them there at the home. That is an abnormally low number. And based on what she told me as we were leaving, I am concerned. And now that we're well past the outside of the house,
Oh, you want to share that with class?
it would seem when we are around my family, we should be careful. And I think I should not seek them out again past this place. From what
Looks
she
like-
is aware, I have been with my family in the Shimmerglens for the last 2 years.
Well, I'm just going to say this much. I respect you a lot. I see you as a close friend and companion. That did not raise the esteem I have for your family. Is
Wait
there
a
any
second.
chance you're a doppelganger with just like fake memories? Is that a thing?
Do not, of the 2 of us, I'm unsure as to what is even.
Is the Grail?
Wait, weren't you resurrected in your brother's body?
I was.
Maybe it's a body swap, but between 3 entities.
My brother is dead, for sure.
Right, which we've
But-
accounted for.
Or maybe he's alive and you're just like piloting his body with your brain.
Grandfather would actually laugh at that.
As a person who sometimes has someone in the back seat, it happens.
It's a Ratatouille moment.
Granted, I think I have a piece of my brother's soul still here with me, and I kind of like gesture about like my weapons kind of thing. But I do not think there's anything of that nature. But it makes me concerned that we've seen these creatures impersonate people so flawlessly here that the cult may be trying to break into my family. I believe they are trying to insert themselves into our ongoings. They may see us as a threat in some form or fashion or something.
Well, it definitely has something to do with whomever killed your brother and you.
It is also concerning that my brother was shot in the back. He sent a coded letter just before this. I believe whoever is claiming to be me, I believe they and I need to have a conversation.
Ideally with your firearms.
I feel like that stands right in the face of the we should not look them up.
Well, later, but
That reckoning will come. For now, we have business to deal with here. And we'll head back to the, what was the name? The Blue Bunyip.
Blue Bunyip. All right.
The Blue Bunyip. What an amazing name.
Fantastic. Okay.
Jesus
we-
Christ. What a twist.
what if Gryffindor will start like trying to convince Una of starting a non-profit organization instead, where other people can donate to us as adventurers to go help the innocent.
And every attempt you try, Una will just absolutely shoot it down.
So essentially the Pathfinder Society.
No war but class war, buddy.
Yeah, pretty much.
We could join the Pathfinder Society where they pay us to go do good things and quests and stuff.
It's actually the only way to get Aeon stones now with the ring.
Is it?
Yeah, they locked it.
I found this one on the black market.
I definitely didn't kill anyone from the Pathfinder Society to take it.
I promise. I promise.
What the frick?
All right.
Right.
While they're doing all of that, can I do a quick side with the blacksmiths at the Iomade temple?
Sure. What kind of a
I got that astral rune,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to put it on the sword.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you want them to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they can. I think we discussed at one point, like as long as you paid for the craft. I don't know the craft.
Yeah, and I
cost.
did that 2 sessions ago.
Uh-huh.
And I just the time has. Theoretically, I did it the night before today.
Okay. All right. So
24
they can
hours.
they can have that on there and ready for you tomorrow.
Cool. Yeah, I handed my sword and be like, "Is the road ready?"
Yeah, because I think it
And then they'd be like, "Yeah." And
takes
then I
a
go,
day to put a rune on, so we'll work overnight for you.
"Thank you.
And you such a cutie pie.
I have a flaming sword tomorrow."
Yeah.
A holy flaming sword.
Oh God, get
Yeah,
that
holy-
away from Tree.
Right. Very worrying that being around the living tumbleweed.
He was on fire with holy flames a while back, so it's fine.
It's true. It's true.
Completely normal at this point.
I do want to also borrow you, Skip, right before we go to bed.
Okay.
Okay.
I've learned that if you right click and you're not on an object, that little X kicks you from the session.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yes, it does. I did that the other week.
That sucks.
Uh,
Well, don't do that.
I did it once without realizing that's what I did. Then I did it a second time.
All right.
So you wanted to pull.
Yes, right before we go to bed. And I will say, the spooky ghost guy said that we have to be really cautious about our brains, our minds, and protecting them. And I have this spell prepared, and I would like permission to cast it on you.
All right. What does it do? Does it prepare my mind some way?
If somebody tries to spook you and control you, I'm going to implant a part of my soul in your brain to try to force them out.
What does that? Okay, walk me through how that works.
Okay, so here's what happens. I focus my energy into your brain, okay?
Sure.
And then what I do is I create essentially a wall, so that in the event that somebody tries to dominate you, I can attempt to push them out before they touch your brain.
Well, I from my understanding, this physical body has already had 2 souls in it so far. So
It's
what's
not.
a
It's
third?
not like that. It's more like a shell. It's not inter. It's not. We're not. We're not doing this. It's more like a this.
We're not talking about this. We're not talking about this. All right, sure. I would be willing if it helps. I must say I've been affected by these kinds of things too many times to turn down any sort of help.
Now I can't. It's not. It's not sure proof. I'm not really great at this. This is more of a thing for like other clerics who are like more mentally whatever. I'm really good at hitting. I'm not really even good. You're really good at hitting
Building.
things. I just sit here and take the hits. But if this can help, I hope it helps.
Don't short sell yourself. I've seen you kill several things in our time. Didn't you kill the skin salt man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe in yourself, Tree. You're quite formidable when you wish to be.
Thank you. Please sit down.
All right, he sits down.
And I need you to close your eyes. And this is going to take 10 minutes.
Oh, Lord.
And I get my holy stuff out. I get some incense. I build a circle around him. And then I take some ash and I draw the symbol of a crude symbol of samurai on your forehead. And then I do a crude symbol of samurai on my forehead. And then after the 10 minutes, I cast Mind of Menace, which lasts 24 hours.
You say Saren Ray. Do you mean Saren Ray?
I am a day.
Okay.
I am a day.
Just double check.
I was like, oh, very kind of Saren Ray to lend her powers to you.
Right? I was like, thanks.
I am a day.
They're on rent.
Thanks.
Nice. I've never heard of that spell.
Yeah, I also
I had it prepared because I thought we were gonna go fight the succubus again, and we never did. I had prepared so many spells for anti-mind control that this whole last session I didn't have any spells prepared for anything.
They're still.
I had no combat spells. I had no buff spells. I just had anti-mind control spells prepared.
Nice. I also have these that I have kept forgetting to drink.
Beer.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just like really encouraging beer.
It's what it says. It's foaming beer.
Yep.
All right, cool. Anything else anyone wants to do before you guys rest for the night?
Speaking of Aeon Stones, I have to spend time doing this, so I'll spend the evening crafting to put the Aeon Stone somewhere secure.
The mind of menace.
Yeah, it's a spell I cast.
Oh,
That's
that's
me.
what you
Sorry.
cast. Gotcha.
That's my spell. Yeah,
Oh.
so you can read it.
Sweet.
I like how it doesn't show you what the effects are. It's hilarious.
I didn't realize I had to take time to do it.
To implant the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are you gonna put it?
Where are you gonna put it?
I was thinking probably chest.
Okay.
A belly button stone.
I'm not going the elf twink route. That's like a rain thing, you know.
How long does it take?
4 hours.
4 hours. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Okay.
I think.
Then let me swap over to moving away from you guys, going to bed for the night over in the Blue Bunyip. But we're gonna fly on over and zoom back in on a town that you guys been away from Sandpoint for I think about a week now.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere in that
A
area.
few days to get there, plus 2 or 3 days that we've been here. Yeah.
Actually, somebody's been doing a good job giving us a calendar. We could just check that.
Yeah. So we zoom in on the Rusty Dragon Tavern, and it is another raucous night. Seems a little bit louder than usual as a seemingly new group of adventurers, 5 adventurers, seem to be celebrating their first real job that they accomplished, and they are enjoying themselves for doing so. You probably have, like usual, Amiko every now and then probably playing her music, but she's probably not doing it right now. Food is being served. And then we would see from like the view from like behind as someone maybe would like watch their legs. They're wearing like these boots, and they have like these kind of slender legs. They walk up to the door to the tavern and open it, and it seems to catch the eye, like the attention of a lot of people. Maybe perhaps this person is new into town, hasn't seen before. And we see them like kind of stride. They probably took a second to like look around the room, and they see them stride ever kind of in a graceful manner over to the bar. And as like we're watching them from this angle, we might see finally like a weapon, perhaps a pole arm of some sort, swing into view. We see them approach the bar.
Are they like brandishing it?
Just on their back.
Okay.
And we see them go over to the bar as we're like slowly moving like up on them. We can kind of see them. It looks like they're leaning over the tavern counter a little bit. They're not taking a seat at it, and they just seem to be patiently waiting as finally like Amiko would like, oh, sorry about that. New group seem to just came into some money and now they're trying to spend it all at once. And she like looks at him. She's like, "Oh, sorry. I thought you reminded me of someone new into town. Are you?" And this gentleman would say in a calm, eloquent voice, "I am. I've been traveling for some time. I was hoping perhaps to inquire about a room and some information." She's like, "Oh, yes, of course, of course. Did you need a meal as well, or perhaps something to drink?" Yes, actually, that would be most kind of you." She like puts in like the order, and she tells him like how much it is, and he like pays, and he pays like a little bit extra. And she's like, "So you said you were looking for some information?" "Yes, I've been looking for someone. Been looking for someone for quite some time, and I've heard that he's here." She's like, she starts getting like a little like, "Okay, and who is it you're looking for?" And how would you describe this gentleman would look like, Grova? As he says, "I'm looking for my brother, Grelfindor."
He is like grizzled, I would say, for an elf, which is pretty rare because he's been fighting pretty much from adulthood add, several hundred years, demons and drow and you name it, but still has the composed look of a noble, having been raised within the elven courts. And obviously the immortality definitely helps, but it would be strange because of the forces pushed upon him up there. Strange looking because he's not perfectly flawless like an elf would be, like scars and things that are left over, and his hair would be kind of tied back, not in an elven nature, but like a traveling like warrior nature, kind of tied back behind his head, and has like a very, he looks cold on the outside, but he has like a very warm like gaze for anybody who isn't immediately an enemy.
Perfect. And yeah, she looks shocked, and we fade to black.
Oof. Holy shit.
Next day.
Hello.
All right. You guys wake up feeling nice and refreshed from your night's rest. What do you guys do?
I run to the temple.
Okay.
First time.
Are you telling anyone?
No.
Okay.
Gonna go get his new toy.
Yeah, I don't even put I put my holy vestments on, not my armor, and I book it.
All right. Not a very long run. Book it into the temple. You get to the temple blacksmiths, and you see it. And it looks like they crafted you like a new scabbard for it too.
Ooh. Is it
It's
black to match the black sword?
No, it's actually white, but with
Oh
like
shit!
with like red for like the kind of accentuate, like for the flaming sword coming out.
Heck yeah!
Sheesh.
So and it's got the symbol of Iomade on it.
Thick.
I look at it and I say, "Thank you. It looks beautiful."
Forgot that it's fucking adamantine. Damn, that's gonna look really cool.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Flaming black sword.
I know, a holy flame,
Yeah,
whatever that looks like.
that's cool. Oh wow!
And then I run back into the inn, and assuming that they're all having breakfast, and I run to them and I go, "Guys, look at what I got!" And I pull up my sword and I go, and it's on fire.
Wow.
That is truly impressive. Please do not burn anything in here.
It's not actually fire. It's holy light. It just looks like fire because that's what your mortal eyes can comprehend.
Is that meant to make us feel better?
Yes.
So can you burn things with it?
I can burn things with it. Yes.
Okay, well, please don't do that in here, is what we're saying.
Wonderful.
Well,
I kind of want to just spend the rest of this campaign souping up this one adamantine sword to be just a fucking mythical weapon by the end.
he just wanted
that's
like
A lot of his grip on a bridge.
into combat, like, look at my sword, bam,
Drops it off a bridge.
Oh no, God, we need to put returning on that.
Still can't believe he fucking dropped his sword.
Shit.
Noob.
I mean, that's what you get when you have 5 stupid assholes who try to walk over a rickety bridge at the same time.
Well,
Yeah, it's really not his fault.
It is a little bit his fault.
None of us had our weapons out.
He was ready for war.
He did have his weapons out pretty early.
Little did he know what it was going to cost.
1 + 1 weapon.
All right. What do you What
Do
do
we
you
want
guys
to go
do?
do the thing?
I think so. I think we were wanting to go pretty soon to straight to the thing.
Well, do we want to stock up any? I know I wasn't with y'all's for the last time you got into a fight under that bridge, but from what you guys told me, you guys ran into a lot of issues with being in the dock. And I don't necessarily go with the idea.
Potions.
Some of us did.
Okay. Yeah, but no, I'm saying there are other options we can go with, right, to create light.
I also prepared a
specifically
spell.
light that's not sticking out of us.
What
I
spell
prepared a
did you
spell.
prepare?
I prepared Wall of Virtue.
All
A
right.
spell I've never
Is
heard
that-
of.
And what does that do, buddy?
I can build a wall of holy light that anybody who tries to cross through it burns, like my sword. And it also
Does that
dispels
actually
darkness.
put off light? Okay.
Yeah, it dispels darkness. It attempts to dispel darkness.
Really doubling down
You
on this
still have
holy
that
fire lately.
that fancy thing you can do where we see through each other's eyeballs?
I did not prepare it today.
Okay, no worries.
Wall of holy fire.
I prepared Wall of Holy Fire.
That'll work.
I just out of curiosity, just genuine curiousness about that creepy eyeball thing you did. If you want to say on a level of your skills from say 0 to 9, where about on that level would that fancy spell of yours lay?
Which one?
The eyeball thing.
Oh, a 3.
Oh, okay. And then Una turns to Krova, not Krova, who's also in the room. Like, Mike, get the hell out of here. You're not in this.
Oh, sorry.
Crove's an actual character too.
Right. Turns to Grail and goes, hey, Grail, I'm not so good with buying stuff. How much does a wand that could do that cost?
One that could do that, probably about 200 and some odd gold, depending if
360 gold.
I was thinking of crafting costs, but yeah.
Oh, purchasing, yeah, 360.
It feels like, I'm not saying we need it now, but like that feels like a thing we really should have. Because I gotta imagine tactically wise, that would make us a whole lot more sound since we keep running straight into fights.
It's been needed sorely, for sure.
Yeah.
Why can't you just see in the dark?
Oh, well,
I don't have eyes.
I kind of can actually now. Last night I got bored and I changed Spoot's eyes. So now Spoot can see in the dark and I can see through Spoot's eyes.
That is an interesting thing to do with your free time. You changed your familiar's eyes.
I am exhausted for a myriad of reasons and didn't feel like sleeping much for reasons I won't get into.
Just the horrific acid trip you went on last time you were asleep.
You don't know about that. Just your face.
Oh, also, before we go, I have to cast a spell on us.
How long does the Bravo's brood last?
I will, at this moment, cast Vital Beacon.
It says an hour for next hour.
What's that do, buddy?
Wait, were you saying that to me?
Yeah, I was saying that too.
That's crazy. Less than an hour?
Yeah, it says for the next hour.
It does.
Get real sloppy drunk, buddy.
I can't read is the main problem.
I can read.
Nice.
How about a ring?
Don't rub it in.
My fantasy grounds crashed, so if you let me know if that spell got cast.
No, it
Got
showed
cast.
up. That is
Yeah,
a
cool.
wild spell, and I kind of love it.
What in the fuck?
Supplicate. Oh yeah, this spell's cool. I do know this spell.
So wait, we just get to heal you specifically?
No,
the other way
you
around.
take it for yourself.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
we're taking the healing off of tree.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to say flavor wise, we're literally eating fruit off of tree.
I like it.
I bud holy light around me. I bud 4 holy balls, and they kind of just float. There's a big one, and a slightly smaller one, and then a slightly smaller one, and then a really small one, and they're just kind of floating
I'm at muskmelon
around me.
That's so cool. So we just go up and touch you when we get healed.
Yeah.
Lay hands on the person.
Yeah.
Oh,
I call dibs on that muskmelon. You might think honeydew's better, but muskmelon, that's the money melon.
I don't know what that means.
Where?
Both in and out of character.
So, do we want to go straight to dealing with this tower in the daylight? Do we wish to do it at night?
Well, it doesn't really matter, right? Because it's all in shadows, so...
That is true. It is under the bridge. It is just water under the bridge. So now?
I think we should just
first.
We should just have breakfast and go.
Yeah, do you mind if we stop by? I would like to pick up a scroll or two. We keep going to these things kind of unprepared, and we really don't use scrolls. We got like, what, 2 wands?
Well, Grail
like 9.
Oh,
there's a quiver of
I opened my robes and there are 6 wands on my bandolier.
Okay, let me phrase that. We have like 2 wands we regularly use.
Yeah. Well, yes. I use all of these every day, but just only some of them in combat.
Okay, let me phrase that. I'm being selfish and would like them for myself to keep myself safer.
All right, now we understand. I also wish to buy a rune at some point, but they are
Actually,
expensive.
I am transitioning some of these to my bag of holding because they are daily casts. So, thank you for reminding me as I take them out of my bandolier.
What all does Grail have?
Long strider, water breathing, pest form, heal, mage armor for you, wand of manifold missiles. That's it for now.
Wait, okay, I actually have a wand of mage armor in my inventory as well.
I gave that to you. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't know if you had 2 and you were tapping me with one as well.
No, yeah, that was a long time.
That's what I thought.
The long striders, literally, I just cast it on tree every day.
Yeah.
So, tailwind.
Super helpful.
Right, that's what the tailwind thing was, I thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so useful.
But now I have my harness. I can pull the button and just fucking go fast. So
Yeah,
we all have a little bit of something.
One I haven't used ever is the pest form one. I haven't needed it yet.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys. Sorry, you guys just gonna buy some stuff and then you're gonna head there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just to save our viewers the tedium of more shopping, we could probably just do that over the 10-minute break since it is the halfway point.
That's exactly what I was gonna do, dude. Beat me to it. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take our break so you guys can do your little shopping trip. And then we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. They're gonna shop, stretch their legs, get something to drink, grab something to eat. All that good stuff. So don't y'all go anywhere because we will be back in a lickety split for, I'm sure absolutely nothing could possibly happen with where they're going besides good stuff.
The Dark Tower.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever gone wrong in a place called the Dark Tower.
The place called the Shadow Clock. Like, come on, nothing suspicious.
Only good times to be had.
Yeah. It's just Shadow Clock. It's underneath the bridge. Yeah. All right. We will see y'all in a little bit. BRB. And we're back.
Yo.
Hello, people. Took a nice break. Did a little shopping. Did a little planning. Jake said some more racially insensitive things, but you know.
They're gonna believe you guys at some
Something about his
point. I'm gonna get
coworkers.
fucking banned on Twitch.
Just
I'm
kidding. Just
obsessed
kidding.
with boobs, and
Yep.
you're a racist.
If my coworker, I'm not gonna say her name on stream. If you're here, they're fucking with me because I told them you were gonna watch.
That's right. I forgot your coworkers are
Bullshit.
gonna watch. And
We
of
had no
course,
idea.
The
Yeah,
stream has been
thanks, guys.
crashing.
I appreciate that. I've been in this job for this is my second week now.
Whoopsie doodle. No, Jake's a great guy. He's
Hey, they deserve to
wonderful.
know.
Yeah, he's not the one who's actually racist.
For a racist, he's a good dude.
Speak your truth.
For somebody very, very prejudiced, he's pretty swell.
He's
I hate all of you.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Thankfully, I haven't told him my pronouns, so he thinks I'm a man.
Pronouns,
Don't
what are
even
those?
fucking do this shit.
For all
Jesus Christ.
intent, like just in case. No, we're joking. We're absolutely all joking. So we do not want this biting him in the ass in some way. No, he's a wonderful guy. Wonderful, great
Lovely.
guy.
Lovely lad.
Jesus.
Feel free to clip the part before where we're accusing him of unrepentant racism.
That's what. That's
My
what.
boss
That's what
sits
you.
me down tomorrow. So listen, we have something we needed to talk to you about.
That's
Please
what you
fucking
want-
brings up Twitch.
That was what you wanted me to say, right, Jake? You'll give me my
That
give me
was
my
what you
dog
said.
back now.
Give me my dog back. That's
Okay.
crazy.
Are we John Wicking this now?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we
To be
are, because
fair-
you guys are going to the shadow clock, baby.
We're only like I have a dog in the game, so like we're not too far off.
True.
If somebody killed Damn It while I was away, I'd be so upset.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it'd turn into a whole different game, wouldn't it?
Fuck Ride with the Runelords.
Very different.
John Wick Simulator now.
Yeah. John Skip.
John Skip.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh,
All right. So you guys
That's
are
funny.
heading to the shadow clock. All right. So you
It's
guys did a
very
little bit of
fucked up.
shopping, probably killed maybe a couple hours, but for all intents and purposes, it's still pretty much the middle, like still the beginning of the day for the most part. You guys decide to head over to Underbridge. You guys,
Underbridge.
you guys have been here once before to find that shrine, old rundown shrine to Iomade. And now you're like, wow, yeah, this thing, it's like definitely one of the most striking things here is the shadow clock. It's one of the tallest things in the Underbridge area. As I mentioned last week, it almost touches the bottom of the bridge. It's like pretty dang tall. But just like it does not look like it's long for this world. Like it's leaning, it's rundown looking. It is a marvel that it still stands to this day.
Can't wait to walk in.
I know, right?
I'm so
Yeah.
excited for it to fall over when we're in it.
Can't wait.
That would never happen.
Oh, no, what?
What do you,
Why would you say that?
what do you mean?
Funny.
All right. So you guys head to the shadow clock, and they're standing outside of it. There's just a set of double doors at the base of it that look like lead inside.
And it's pitch black down here.
It's not like pitch black, but it's dark. It would be probably the equivalent of like dim light.
Okay.
So I'll put you guys. I'll put this at least. Yeah, and thing that you definitely notice, like Underbridge is not the most hospitable place. Everyone keeps their distance from you guys because you guys don't like look like especially as a group, don't look like easy prey. So most people leave you alone, but a lot of the areas, you like from what you've noticed, kind of traveling around, like everyone gives this area a wide berth. No one goes near the shadow clock.
Okay.
So you said we're like at the base of it then?
Okay. Is there like an obvious door?
Yeah, there's a set of double doors at the base of it.
I just spent like 30 gold to try to do something I think might be kind of interesting, guys. Looking at this shadow clock, you said there's an obvious door. Are there like windows going up it?
There is not any windows. Give me a second here. Do you go like walk around the entire, like you guys like check out
I imagine we would all kind of case the joint before we kick in the door.
Okay. So the set of double doors is on the southern side at the base of the building. Looking up at it, like outside of like it looks like it's ready to fall apart. You don't notice any sort of other ways in. As you work your way around it and you continue looking at it, when you get on the northern side of it, and it's all kind of crammed, like it's like in alleyways essentially, so there's not a whole lot of room. The strangest thing you see is it looks like some like wooden boards have been added to the outside of it on the north facing side, way up. So probably
like
about,
planks going off it, or like barricades on windows.
like planks going off of it, like almost looks like a haphazardly built walkway, but it's really short.
Interesting. So like
It's hard to, you can't really tell like what it's for because you're like directly underneath it. It's just different than if you continue walking all the way around, it's the only spot that has something like that.
So guys, here's what I was thinking. We always just kind of kick in the door, even, last time when me and Grail tried to be sneaky and funny, and we always kind of go in blind, right? And that's not really helping out anyone. Can we all agree on that?
Sure. It has worked, but not that's
well. I mean, I have that dental appointment later to put some skin back on my teeth. This flesh warp thing is a hell. But I was thinking, what if we could scout from above?
All right. I'm listening.
All right, so here's my thought. Everyone huddles around me, and I use a couple of these scrolls I just bought. So everyone can see through my eyes. I turn invisible, and I just fly on up there.
I do have clairvoyance I could cast that we didn't get to use last time.
Well, I mean, that works too. The only thing is clairvoyance is, if I remember you talking about it, you can't really move it around, can you?
No.
I mean, I can just move around, and I can also just drop Spoot up there and have Spoot walk around.
This is true. I mean, I'm all for some form of.
If nothing else, it lets us see what's up there without me, clinging to the wall or anything, because I'm just going to be flying.
I think that's safer than what we would do normally.
It's better than no reconnaissance by a lot.
And if it's, say, perhaps kills some time so the combat happens late, so a missing person who's currently T-posing and not talking for some reason, rude, by the way, Vincent, but maybe they will wake up and come into combat.
He's like clipping, right. Trying to go through the alleyways.
Right. Oh shit, you let go of his string. String, grab his string, he's gonna float away.
He's up under the bridge, like boom, boom. Because we're under the bridge, right?
Anyone object to that idea?
No, I think it's a good one.
Because it's the thing is we've got a tower, and metagamey as it is, whatever's going to be danger is going to be towards the top, more likely than not, right?
Probably.
And
we want to burn your flag to go look.
That's what I'm saying is, and then with the sigil that we put on that letter, the letter came here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not like the bird's coming to the bottom. Bird went to the top. Someone was checking the top. So if no one has any objections, Una, unfurls a let's be honest, none of these are arcane looking. He just went down to Scrolls R Us and bought some one. So he pulls the cellophane off it, cracks it just right, and poof, they're gone. You guys don't see them due to the next one, cracks it, and suddenly everyone can see through each other's eyes because I cast Web of Eyes. And then finally, I just start flying. That's an actual spell I'm casting.
Are we like hiding in an alley?
Not really hiding, but you're in an alley.
And while everyone's looking through Una's eyes, they just go straight up.
All right. You're going straight up on the north side?
I'm honestly just like spiraling it up it.
Okay.
Like I'm, like you would if there were like stairs on the outside, but I'm staying back a little bit.
So when you get up, so you going around it, how long does the fly last?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. Spiraling around, and eventually it'd be about the equivalent of like the 6th floor.
Sure.
So like 6 stories, high. You find the planks that I was talking about, like this wooden walkway. And they are jutting out, and there is a door there. On the, like, if you're looking at it, it would be on your right hand side, it's a door, and then on your left hand side is like a ladder continuing up, but still on the outside of the clock tower.
Okay. Where the one on the outside, where does that go, up or down?
Like if you keep following the ladder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Again, this is Una knows how long they have. I'm not dawdling. Like I'm moving around, letting everyone see the outside because I'm really hoping to see something moving or someone.
Okay. And you keep going and you follow the ladder up. It just goes up like to the next floor essentially. So it's a, decently tall ladder, leads to continuing more planks and then another door. And then on
and how percentage wise, how far up are we now?
You're about you're pretty close to the top. There's probably equivalent to like one more spot above. Conversely, on the so if we're looking at the north side, on the west side, there's actually also some more wooden planks, and then attached to a door heading in on the same floor, but it also has another ladder that continues further up.
Okay. And so far I haven't sensed any movement.
You did not sense any. No, you didn't sense any movement on your way up. Do you continue going upwards?
I'm going all the way to the tippy top.
Okay. All right. So if you follow that ladder, it'll actually lead you to the roof of the shadow clock, and has like the big statue of the angel on it that's kind of like tilting forward a little bit. And you see 2 people.
There's a question mark there that has me intrigued.
Yeah. One looks like a huge guy with like a sack over his head. He looks like he's almost.
I have to be specific. The word huge.
Giant.
Do we mean the literal term huge in this game, or
no? He would be large.
Just very big.
Yeah, very
Oh,
big.
okay.
He looks like he's almost like stitched together.
Oh, gross.
And you can see like his mouth on like the bag is like partially stitched closed. So there's
We're
that.
talking about stitched in the way that Una is stitched, or like Frankenstein stitched.
Like Frankenstein stitched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you mean Frankenstein's monster?
Dottie.
Power of pedantry.
So I'll show. I'll actually show you personally what it looks like.
We can remember everyone can see through my eyes, so
All right. I actually forgot that.
Oh no, this is the default picture. That's not the right. Give me a second. Did I add it? Shoot.
look through my notes.
Sorry.
Isn't there a name of like a creature that's out here or something? I thought I remember somebody saying something.
There's a rumor that there's serpent people and a giant scarecrow creature. I wrote that down.
Here's the giant scarecrow.
You know what would do great against a giant scarecrow? A flaming sword.
He's also.
It's holy flame, not fire flame.
It is holding. It does have like it's holding. It's not holding, but it's on its back. There's a big scythe on its back.
Oh, great.
I think we found the scarecrow.
And it has several humanoid looking heads hanging from its waist.
Right.
Cool.
Sick.
Like shrunken withered heads or whatever, or like
Not
a hydra.
Yeah, like withered, like
Oh, okay,
like
thank
their
God.
hair is like wrapped around its like belt or something.
Okay.
Yeah, very unpleasant looking.
Severed.
I will share with you guys since you all can see it in the chat. I'm just gonna pop over to it real quick. Whoa.
Hippity pop.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, good.
You.
Oh, cool.
Good.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, that's fine.
No, yeah, it's all good. Now we just got to find the serpent people.
Yeah.
Do they
Well,
work at the Denver airport?
Well, there's a second creature.
No, they
up
worked
there,
under the
person,
Denver.
question mark.
the second person that they are in front of is a
Come on, lizard people.
feminine looking snake person.
Hey.
Based on the art we've seen so far for this adventure from Paizo, she's gonna have tits. Like it doesn't matter. She's a snake.
Is that the lovely Zanisha?
That does sound snaky.
Oh, it's so
Wow.
so snaky. Sinisha.
As soon as you show the art, there's giant cleavage. Tree loses their mind through the connection and just bolts towards the big booby lady.
Oh, hail Sinisha.
I cast fly on myself.
Her boob situation's very interesting. I'll say that much.
I don't like that.
It's going for like a early 90s Madonna look. I get
I was
it.
gonna say Lady Gaga, but yeah, same idea.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What the fuck?
That's dope, though.
That is a cool.
Does she have that horrifying weapon as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Fuck.
Oh fuck.
All right.
You think her fingers naturally fucked up, or you think that's the gloves? Because those are some crazy ass fingers.
Yeah, they're just really
she's
creepy.
she's mostly snake, so who's to say?
Ooh, I worry about it though. I've heard if your hand is bigger than your face, that might mean you have cancer. Her hand is huge.
God
She
damn.
is cancer.
But What is this, elementary school?
Look, goddammit, I'm an old father. Leave me alone.
Shut up, Dad.
As we, so are you like still flying around reconning?
Yeah, I mean, so you said they're up there talking or something?
They're just up there, like
They're playing cards.
Just looking
This-
into the distance? Or?
this looks like this is kind of like I don't want to say like her home, but this looks like where like she stays, and this seems to be like her bodyguard.
And these are so far the only two, creatures I've seen or sensed, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Can I roll a lore undead based on what I've seen through his eyes to see if I can guess what this thing might be?
Because your sense is specifically
lore religion.
movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not ominous.
Can I recall knowledge on this?
I would
creature?
like to recall knowledge.
I'm not wasting
The
my time.
Arcana.
Sure.
Same.
On which creature?
Religion.
The snake lady.
Snake
The scarecrow
lady.
man.
Okay.
Scarecrow.
Snake lady would be a Arcana or Nature.
Can I request a roll from our not here character, a giant lore on the giant guy?
No. It's a good.
I don't know if that's some sort of like flesh giant or some shit.
Would you roll religion for
The scarecrow monster.
the scarecrow monster? Okay.
If I rolled the wrong lore, if lore undead isn't applicable, you can just say it's occultism because it's the same modifier.
Okay. Cultism actually will not apply for it.
Okay.
The other one would actually be also Arcana or crafting.
Ooh, fuck do crafting.
Oh, so religion, it doesn't do anything for me.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you're having to roll crafting, I think we can tell what it probably is.
Okay.
Metagame wise, yes.
Man, if only I had my boomstick of my own.
So, who all was with I think Amir, you were the one that was with Vincent back at the sawmill.
Well, we all stopped back down there because Una did the like hands thing over the bed.
Yeah, so this appears to kind of tie into what Vincent thought he found.
Got you.
As in like the ogre. But this seems to be some strange amalgamation created as a flesh golem.
Great.
Nope.
Yeah. It is pretty gross.
I guess that explains why I didn't feel any emotions.
Since we scouted ahead for what it is, are we able to? I don't know what the Pathfinder rules are. Can we do a chronologist to know like weaknesses and stuff outside of combat?
You can do it. I think like you can do your one like try.
Mm.
Sort of deal.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That
and
makes
then Gryffindor rolled an Arcana. Yeah, Gryffindor, you have no fucking clue.
Awesome.
You've never ever seen a snake person before.
Awesome.
For the flesh golem, since I identified it, can I attempt to know a weakness?
You want that to be your one thing to try and know?
Yes.
As weakness, they are prone to most golems. Don't know if it's the same for or rather, most golems are prone to stone to flesh. This guy is opposite. Since he's a flesh golem, flesh to stone.
Wait, what does that mean?
Um,
Is that a spell or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Flesh
I
to
don't know
stone.
all the spells.
Flesh to stone spell, essentially like petrify.
How dare you not
Gotcha.
know all of the spells?
I know.
There's
Ignore
only
the
like 900.
ignore
Fuck.
earlier in the stream where I said, "Oh, I'd never heard of that spell before." Strike it
You were
from the
testing
record.
us, I know.
My character shoots stuff.
Right.
That's all.
Shoot stuff and knows things about flesh golems this time.
That's my two things.
Well,
All right. Well, I'm gonna. I don't know when we're gonna head in, but once we start to walk to the door, I'm gonna chug a Bravo's brew.
hold on. How long would you say it would have taken Una to spiral up to this point?
What's your fly speed?
It's 5 minutes. Like I said, they wouldn't have been dawdling.
My guess is like maybe 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. Una is going to do a message spell straight on down to the folks that are on the floor.
Okay.
And say, hey, I'll say it's to Skip, since I can only do it to one person. Just a thought, it would be incredibly funny. You guys could like just shoot the gun and draw them down there. And I could just knock them off the tower as they're climbing down.
My message back is, do they not have some way of coming down inside?
Well, there's ladders on the outside, and they're on the outside. That's correct, right? Like, there's not. Yeah, they have to climb down these ladders to get inside. I'm sure. I'm assuming it's like a spiral, like lighthouse sort of staircase on the inside or something.
We're still talking via message. Sure, we could try to raise the alarm, see if they come down.
I just think it's better to not have them attacking us getting attacked on our climbing up. That's fully on their turf.
We have at this point, we probably talked for like 20, 30 seconds. I'll look over to them and any of you have any opposition to raising the alarm to have them? Una thinks he has an attempt at knocking them off the top of the tower, whoever these people we're seeing are.
I'm just concerned that they, instead of coming towards the source of danger, flee through some other means we can't see.
They're on the top of a tower.
But there might be a means of egress within the tower, right?
Yeah, probably down into the tower towards you guys. This is all like complicated, like message spells back and forth.
Yeah, it's message spells to Amir, and then Amir says it to them, and then
Hey,
Grail
it takes
is saying
2
back.
seconds.
Grail
Yeah,
says
it's taken 2
Grail
seconds because
says
it's one
that.
action.
Amir then has to message it back to you. You then message back to
We're just phone tagging it along. Grail also has message.
How much time has passed before the 5 minutes are up?
That's what I'm saying. It was 2 minutes when I started asking, which is why, like, I real quick, I need to know, because I mean, I have to assume whatever in universe, like a caster can tell when their spell's starting to run low.
Yeah.
So like Una's not gonna risk it if they get anywhere close to like minute 4. They just.
Does the flash spell not say if it ends while you're still airborne, you fall at a certain speed? Does it just say you drop like a
not
rock?
this one.
You drop like a rock, yeah.
Oh, good. There are some spells
Which
I
is,
know
like
that say,
I said,
ends.
You know, of all the spells or scrolls I thought, no one never thought about Featherfall in retrospect.
Here we are. All right. Yay or nay, really quick.
Doesn't matter what I think.
Mir summons his weapons, points his gun in the sky, and fires it off. Which at an angle, I don't point straight at the bridge ceiling above me.
Like,
point at an angle that way, so it.
You guys don't see it because Una's still invisible, as you just hear a wet thud near you.
Shot him out of the sky, and then he reloads his gun, so he doesn't have an empty chamber.
Oh, you think you get to reload the gun too, huh?
Do
Do I see the reaction anyway?
All right. Oh, yes.
Reloading
Absolutely.
strike the ground.
All right. So they obviously she mostly reacts. She looks like she casts a spell. You don't know what. Actually, you could probably recognize the spell.
Yeah, I can recognize spells of reaction.
Because they can see through my eyeballs.
Through me eyeballs.
Me eyeballs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean she casts a message spell. It seems.
The spell we've been casting back and forth.
Yeah. Obviously you don't know where or who to.
Sure.
And she then casts another spell and she disappears.
Okay.
And then the golem starts to work its way over.
So just so you know, because again, I know we're not really in combat, but we're kind of in combat since you're doing stuff. Una has a like triggering thing. Like when whoever is first, which I'm assuming is the big guy, gets on that ladder going down, that's when I'm going to trigger my action.
Okay. Alrighty. That will also get rid of your invisibility.
It will. I have range 60 on this thing. Una is staying well back. I have to imagine. I'm hoping this big fella isn't a ranged Frankenstein's monster.
You assume a lot. Okay.
I said hope.
Yeah, it looks like I mean, it's not looking like it's gonna get on the ladder. It's just gonna like hop down.
Good
Real
enough.
quick, was that spell? Because I can do it for free if it's on my list. Was that second spell translocate or dimension door?
No, I assume invisibility is on your list.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's important. Okay.
I will explain that on my turn.
Well, if it's gonna be like this, I guess we should probably roll initiatives then, huh?
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Was not expecting that this was how things were gonna go.
We never do things the simple way.
Never, ever,
I
ever.
would argue this is the first time we did it relatively intelligently.
True. Do we want to roll for Vincent?
Yeah. I also, how far is it from us to the tower?
You
How
said
tall?
last time 180 feet.
180 feet. Okay. So we're probably like 200 feet away from the top of the tower.
Just
More.
started doing a Yosemite Sam and blasting my guns up in the air, drawing
Well, I'm
attention.
saying because I was going off of this is what I wrote in my notes, is that the sigil letter ended up in the shadow thing 180 feet up.
That's a tall tower.
Let me double check.
I like to think it's right against the top of that or bottom of that bridge.
Yeah.
Top of my head was randomly bleeding.
What?
Yeah,
Probably just a scanner sort of thing. Your brain's gonna explode. No big deal.
that's fine.
Why is your
There's a
head?
Canadian out there thinking really hard about you.
I don't know.
Did you hit it on something?
Maybe.
I don't know.
You never seen scanners?
Clearly not.
Buddy, you need to. It's one of Cronenberg's best.
Which side of the tower would you guys have been at?
Door side.
The door side. Okay. Let me
I would assume.
roll initiative for Vincent. We'll let him
T-pose.
T-pose around.
Wow, he's T-posing fast.
Does he really have 99 hit points?
Yep.
He's a
Damn.
chunky boy.
Yeah,
I've got 85.
that's why he's difficult to kill.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's sweet
Tomorrow at
D10.
87.
Nice.
Yeah,
the Ranger's got that sweet D10 hit die.
it's true.
Me too,
Yeah.
thanks.
Do you really?
He's a marshal.
I thought you were a cleric.
I
War
am.
priest.
I thought clerics had D8. My bad.
They do, but my race is a D10.
That's cool.
Okay.
Race is a plus 10, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I don't think you have to roll the race.
No, yeah, it's just a flat. I'm just calling like the they're all based on the dice, so
Okay.
That makes
Old
sense.
school. Doesn't do it
just
anymore.
refer to it as that.
So glad we don't have to roll for a hit points anymore.
Thank fuck.
That's just terrible. Especially as a wizard, you roll a 1. It's like, I'm just going to reroll a new
I'm-
character.
I'm gonna commit suicide.
Like the other day.
I trip on a rock. I die. New character.
Literally. You got that -1 con if you're an elf wizard.
Oofa. 4 hit points.
Yeah.
A whopping.
Right. So hopefully everything should be working normally. That's where things get a little complicated since the party is like kind of split up. Oh, I almost just shared the map with Vincent. Just out of habit. And then we have
He'll need it.
this map.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I just realized we were gonna make you do like a 12 map thing. Fuck, not my intention.
No, we
That's
wanted
okay
to do
at
it.
this
Oh
point.
my
We did it
toe.
specifically.
Can you see that map, Una?
I can.
Okay, cool. I know you said you're like 60 feet away or whatever. That's just up further
Yeah,
so I can
yeah,
get
that's
you
what
on the
the map
actual
is.
map. So
We're gonna be so absolutely useless here.
Well, if everything goes to plan, this guy will fall 180 feet, which I'm sure it won't hurt him at all. He's got immunity to fall damage or something insane.
Okay. So, boom.
That is a cool looking picture. Way cooler than what you showed us.
Yeah, that's what a normal flesh golem, like the default flesh golem, looks like. All right, Grelfindor. Or I guess Una had a readied, so to speak, action. So we'll let Una act.
Right. So let's see. So they are effectively like that can say like if they move 10 feet north, they're standing on air, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to say this before. I'm sorry.
probably
I
closer
drink a
to-
Barbaros brew before his turn. I'm just gonna stop talking. Somebody else's turn.
No, what's up?
I was gonna say I drank a Barbaros brew while we were out of combat. When we were walking up to the gates, I just didn't want to say it on my turn because I remembered.
You're good. As a guy who constantly has to say 2 turns after my like, oh fucking add damage to that. Right.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's the easiest way to do it. All right. Una is, about 60 feet away, right? Just so they're well outside of range.
Mhm.
And as soon as this thing gets down on those wooden planks that are kind of hanging out from this, they're going to cast telekinetic maneuver. No, not that one. Sorry, telekinetic ram on them.
Okay.
Mm.
And it's a 2-action one. So let's see how I do this because there's 40 goddamn things here. I'm sure this thing has a massive 4 TC. And I'm going to say that I want to use a hero point if that's under 15.
Okay. Will you do me a favor and read me the tags for that spell?
Sure. Hold on, let me actually go to the thing. Evocation and force.
Vocation and force. Okay.
I'm sure it'll be something after the remaster, but
Yeah. Let's see, vocation. It's probably going to switch to magic.
so should I use the hero point?
I apologize. What'd you say you wanted to use the hero point for?
If it's under 15.
Can you use hero points on an enemy save?
Oh yeah, I guess you can. I never remember these things. I'm used to these being attacks.
Yeah, it's save. I mean it succeeded the save.
So it just fucking nothing, and Una is now
Okay.
fully visible.
Yep.
Shit.
I thought you did it on the boards.
I mean, it's everything within, but it's targeted. So I'm assuming it's not like, furniture and shit like that too.
Hmm.
I would love someone to give me rule of cool on that one, but I wasn't expecting it.
Here,
But
Yeah, here's like kind of the thing, and it's like I guess it's kind of a giveaway, but most of us probably already know this. We're just not thinking about it. But golems are like immune to most magic. So that's why I asked the tags.
Gotcha.
So really, like when you tried to target it with the spell,
Did not even think of that.
It probably actually just didn't
That is really bad news for all of us.
work at all.
But hey, everyone sees that. And now that I realize that, next time I'm doing something that's not magic, that it can also push. But Una is now fully visible and is like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And I will fly straight down 25 feet.
Okay, so you are now, instead of 100 and essentially 80 feet up, you're 155. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
155 d6.
All right. Now we'll go ahead and let Grelfindor
Hey.
go.
This shows me over a roof, so that's like 130 feet I gotta fall.
Okay.
Imagine it just jumps on you.
Where's the ladder? You have to go inside first,
I would
right?
love to it because Una ain't gonna soak up that much damage for us both.
The ladder that's on the outside of the building,
Yeah.
it's like 140 feet up. You can't
okay.
even see it from where you guys are.
They can see it through my eyes, remember?
Right. But like he himself can't.
From where?
Yeah.
Well, so that's the thing is the creature is seen as a glowing outline superimposed on its position. So
Don't we have to, is this that web of eyes spell?
yeah.
Don't we have to spend an action to? Oh no, we just get to see through your eyes unless we spend an action to change whose eyes it is. Is
Right.
that how it works? Okay.
No, at the end of every turn, you have to re-enable it. Every round.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you choose to not spend an action to share your vision, at
We don't
the
get
end of the round, nobody
It's
sees
white.
anything.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you're essentially, you guys are all shunted out because Una's like, oh fuck, and then,
And sort of flying down.
yeah.
Hmm.
So you just got a set of double doors in front of you. What do you do?
That's a great question.
You just-
Luna's real far away. Are we going? I ask first. Tell them that she went invisible.
Okay.
The second thing I asked is if we're planning on going in or up from the
I
outside.
don't think up is really an option for you guys.
It is
Yeah.
because I can cast. More people can fly if they want.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
So
I think in might
Okay.
be.
because I was going to barricade this door from ads, and like
I mean, we
Since we're
could try
playing
to
the-
head them off up at the top, but I think we are more suited to fighting on the ground. So
I should probably
So-
switch so everyone
Okay.
can see the second shit show of maps that I'm having to.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, I'm plummeting as fast as I can to fix this.
It keeps things interesting. So
then in this case, I'm going to. You don't have any fancy attacks, right, Amir? You just strike.
I mean,
a
Amir
lot.
is all fancy attacks.
I just
Oh,
strike.
say he's not
Okay.
fancy.
I cast haste on Amir.
Sick.
Cool beans.
And then I will.
I can only use the extra action to move or strike, right?
Stride or strike.
Correct. Stride or strike. Which you are good at.
This is true.
That is what I'm good at.
It is what I do.
Specifically, you
I
cannot
don't wanna
also
do-
use combined actions. That doesn't work either.
Do
Yeah.
I do protective
Running
wards?
reload.
Do I do protective wards now or later?
How long does it last?
A minute. We've rarely ever gone over 10, minus the one circumstance.
There's no way we're climbing up 160 feet in a turn or in a minute. There's no way.
I just don't see us doing that, right?
Yeah.
So I think saving what we can. The haste is
Agreed.
going to be haste is going to help you get there. There's not the only two enemies. There's for sure bad guys in this tower.
Yeah.
There's for sure some dudes in here waiting for us,
or whatever.
or dead
snake
things.
people.
Yeah, snake people who weren't moving while you're moving. And then my other action will be to stride up against the wall here.
Okie dokie. All right. That's your whole turn. All right, that
Yeah, so-
happens, and then we've got Tree.
Oh. I will look to Grail, and I'll say, "You catch him if he falls, right?"
Yes.
And then I walk
Okay.
the door. Is the door locked? Can I try to open the door?
You go to open the door.
Yeah,
Which door? Which of the two? It's a double door.
the left door, the one I'm at right now.
Oh, nope, it's not locked. Go ahead and open it.
I gotta move myself to open.
There you go. All right.
And then ratio.
All right. So as you open the door, the air inside the clock tower is dusty and dry. Swaths of rubble and mounds of plaster lie in heaps on the stone floor, particularly in the southwest corner. A single wagon sits to the northeast, and 6 partially collapsed offices line the northern and eastern walls. Their doors hanging askew and their ceilings caved in. You can see a wooden staircase winds up into the cavernous space above, and high overhead 4 immense bronze bells hang from sturdy crossbeams.
Bells. Hell's bells.
Okay. There we go. Next will be Amir.
Okay. I don't get any of my free actions except to draw my weapons if I want, because I can't see any bad guys. But I will move forward with my first action. Does haste increase my speed at all?
I don't.
Haste gives you an extra stride action.
Yeah, so
So-
no,
Gotcha.
no speed increase.
Okay.
In that, like base speed, you get a whole free extra
Right.
stride.
First action, I will hit my harness, not even drawing my weapons.
Ah,
So I have a plus 10 foot to my movement speed now.
Sweet.
And then I will stride 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nothing of interest I can see. The staircase is going up.
Staircase is going up. I mean, you got all those like cubicles, but yeah, you can see the staircase starting to head up.
Gotcha. These are just locked doors on the side. Or just closed doors.
Yeah.
That was only 25. I have 35. I forgot I hit the plus 10. So I'll do to 35.
Okay.
And then summon both my weapons as one action. So that's 3 actions. Now I have a strike or a stride as my last 4th action.
Yeah.
But I don't want to run up the stairs alone. So instead, I'm going to just move a little bit further into the room and call it my turn.
Okay. Vincent will go ahead and take his turn.
Do you still have an action? You can take cover.
Do what?
All right. What would you guys like Vincent to do?
Draw his weapons and get in the room.
Okay. He draws his weapons. 5, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just like next to you.
That sounds good.
All right. And he. Oh no, that's everything. Yeah, draw and then move. Okay. All right. Meanwhile,
120
He
feet in the
jumps
air.
out in the air, reaching out for Huda.
lands down, jumps down.
Takes 120 feet of fall damage. 60 feet.
Well, that was my hope originally. I didn't think about the immunity thing.
He opens the door and like school and goes inside. It's now inside the building.
It's not like Una would have known that a flesh golem is immune to magic, though. So
I don't think they're
what
immune
I'm
to
saying.
magic, but I don't think they
No,
are
I
affected
mean,
by a lot of it.
yeah. Specifically, what was asked for was its weakness. So
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's like
Are they
common
leaving the
knowledge,
door
but-
open behind them?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Not that you can really see it anymore because you're now below it, but
I mean, I imagine the guy doesn't open and close doors quietly.
I'm just saying you just don't have line of sight on the scarecrow anymore. But you don't.
Sure.
Yeah, there's no. I get to open another map to keep track of that now.
Whee!
yay!
Sorry.
We do this for you. We know you love it.
It's my favorite.
Like, if that spell had worked, that would have made shit so much easier.
It's true. I mean, I like the idea.
And you know what the
Would-
worst part is? I have another spell that isn't magical that would have probably fucking done it.
Ah. All
Yeah,
right.
your telekinetic projectile.
Yep.
Yeah, just shove him.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, what's that? And now, bam. Back at this. Okay. So. Let me. Do. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So, Una, you will. Actually,
Plummeting like a rock.
if only. No, nothing. It is now your turn. Let's
Okay.
say
So nothing happened?
Nothing that you could see.
Okay. Because I have to be a pain in the ass to make you do more maps, you said there was a second door further down, correct?
Yeah, there's the door that the golem just went through. That was like the higher. It was on the same level as what the other ladder
Right.
led up to. So yeah, 10 feet down further is, or, a floor or whatever down further is, yeah, another door on the north side.
And those were the only two ways into the building from above, right?
There's technically 3 doors, but yeah, the one the golem went through. There was another door on the north side that's on the same level as that door the golem went through, and then down that ladder, there's another door on the north side.
Yeah.
So 2 on the north, 1 on the west. So you looking at this map right now, I can actually ping them for you. So that's the door it went through, is right there. There's another door right here. That's the one, that's the one on the same level as it. And then there's one right down here, down this ladder.
Gotcha. Okay.
Once
All right.
again, thank you to Sean Maps for these beautiful maps, by the way.
Yeah.
This is not the the Paizo maps.
Are really, really nice.
Question is,
Pretty sure
what
they
is-
make these in. He makes these in Foundry, or in yeah, because I have that same software and I have a lot of the same like. I recognize a lot of these like pieces he uses, but damn, is he good at it?
He does a great job.
See, I kind of want to fly straight down, right, to kind of rejoin y'all. But at the same time, I kind of want to fuck around up here.
I mean, if you hit him,
Well, there's an invisible snake lady somewhere up there who can cast spells. So
No. That's what I'm banking on, that she's still up here. All right, so here's a question. So with my mage hand, because mine's special because I'm all broken in my brain, not only can I do something that's bulk 2, but I can shove it. There is only one ladder down, correct?
And the door.
From the
door is down. The ladder. You have to go down the ladder to get to that door, don't you?
Yeah.
So could I, with an amped mage hand, break the ladder?
Sure.
Because I'm assuming this is all rickety shit, just based on the picture.
It's pretty, like I said, haphazard.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend one action to amp a mage hand and just shatter. The intention is, and let me know whether or not there's like something I'm missing, that this would basically, if someone was still up at the top, this would break the only way they had to climb down, and they'd have to jump down.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that would that work?
Yeah. So you're wanting to break, just make sure you're wanting to break this ladder.
Which is, that's what I'm saying, is as far as I know, is the only ladder down from the top, correct?
From the roof, yeah.
Right. And without that, I mean, well, no, because the 10 feet doesn't do shit to you, does it? It's only 10 feet down, right?
Wouldn't do anything on large creatures.
But I'm saying the snake lady's not large. There's no fall damage for 10 feet, is there?
I
think it's right on the line.
Think so.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
there it is.
5 damage.
5 damage.
It's something. Una's gonna shatter, spend amp their spell, and the
Just to be clear, though, she is large.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that part.
Yeah. I mean, she's not like.
Is she also in
hulking
charge?
large as him?
I should use a climb action then to go down instead.
He's long.
Now.
All right. With that, then I'm not gonna waste it. I thought they were medium. I'm just gonna spend 3 actions to go down 75 feet.
Okay. Does that put you at 80?
Sounds right.
You're
You're at 155.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Let the scientists answer our simple math questions.
All right, Grailfindor.
Okay. I will move 30 with my stride.
Okay.
I don't have any targets yet. I can't see anyone, right?
Correct. Correcto mundo.
We might as well start going up.
I'm gonna buff up. I cast mirror image on myself.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that lasting only a minute because it won't last a minute. Probably.
All right.
It's getting out of hand now. There's 3 of them.
That means it's Tree's turn.
Go, go, go.
I don't think I'm gonna. Don't think Tree would leave until Tree knew that Una was gonna land on the ground safely.
Oh, I can still see him.
How? You're inside the building now.
Oh, Is this like in the tower? This
Yeah,
Yeah,
feels
you're
like a
inside.
Oh, this feels like a courtyard.
That's kind of
Do you have feather fall?
beat the shit in here.
Just some
No,
cubicles.
I can't cast Featherfall.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys waste another turn, basically, it's not the end of the world because I assume the big fucker's coming straight down.
Prob-
I don't think you're gonna be able to catch him. I can go back out if you want.
It's kind of largely irrelevant. It's just to if he falls, I have to heal him.
I mean, on next
splat.
turn,
Oh.
if he does another 3 action straight down, he'll be on the ground next turn by 5
Right.
feet off.
Right, but I don't think Tree would leave until that moment.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a call you're making them. So you could, hey, how about this? Just delay your action till right after Una.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll slot myself after Una.
Okie dokie. Come here.
Amir is assuming that Una can take care of themselves and knows what they're doing, and is gonna go looking for the shit that's in this tower that we've seen that he knows is coming for us.
Oh man, I'm scared.
So
of
he
these,
will do
locker things.
5, 10, 15, 20. Are you okay with me stepping on the stairs from the side? 25, 35. And then we'll call out to the others. We're going up. We're going to find this thing. And he goes running up the stairs.
Okay. So that'll be fine.
Another map. So yeah, so 5, and then
Okie dokie. All right. So to put it as simply as possible. So 5 would be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then you would start
There's no
wrapping around the edge of the tower.
okay.
You start doing so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll save 1 action to cast shield, but I've got my first movement action. That'll be my second movement action. Stride. I'll cast shield, and then 3rd movement action.
All right. So this is where I'm at with this.
Oh boy.
You have got you guys have got a long ways up to go. Is everyone going to start working their way up?
As soon as Una joins us, I'm assuming Tree would.
Yeah, I mean, next turn Una's because my thing is that I'm just gonna have Una basically going down and to the south, so I can get close to the
And there's
door.
no entrance from the outside farther up, like a window or something.
No windows. There's just the doors
Yeah,
way,
but there's-
way up.
There's the door way up there, but Una definitely is not jumping into the middle of the damn tower.
And
So yes, I
it's
think that's what we're doing.
5,
We're all
10,
just gonna
15,
run
20,
up together.
25, 30, 35, 40.
Hey, on an
45.
upside, it might take us 10 minutes, which would wear off her invisibility or whatever it was.
Well, it's
I mean, that's assuming that we don't.
it's gonna take us at least like four rounds, probably, of all
It's gonna
strides.
take you guys a while to.
Yeah,
That's
if it was 180 straight up, you're not going straight up.
Quadratic at that point.
And I'm
It's
assuming there are
also-
landings and rooms and stuff in between.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's also a saying for magic in this building. Be careful about blowing the building down.
Because
To cast fireball or earthquake or some shit.
because what's gonna inevitably happen? So Vincent would then start following you, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, I
Yeah.
hope this is a load bearing boss.
Do you guys want him to follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. So
It's our big strong boy.
you'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So you'd be you'd be almost to the next, you're about 20 feet away from the next corner. You're like essentially on the 2nd floor at this point. When Vincent That was what? 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. So Vincent would get about, he would end his turn about 10 feet behind you.
Okay.
That's where he would end. And then you would feel, you both would feel, Raelfindor would see, I mean, Tree would see too, if they're looking inside. He would literally see the stairs start to sway off the side of the building. It starts like groaning.
Oh no.
Is this load bearing boss?
It is a load bearing boss.
I need you to please roll me.
Looks like I'm gonna need Featherfall after all. But inside.
Roll me a reflex save.
Everybody?
No, just those two. I'll roll for Vincent, but Amir's the one.
That'll work.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. All right. You're totally
That'll do it.
fucking okay.
Amir ninja flips onto the wall. Grabs
Doesn't
on like
need the
Spider-Man.
stairs, just running up the brick.
See how Vincent does. God, I thought about being a now one. That would have been great.
Dies.
Ugh.
Not on.
I would save him, but it'd be stupid.
Isn't even here. Dies. Oh, sorry, pal.
Hey, no reason, but roll up a new character.
Yeah, don't think too much about it, but could you you got that backup character? Yeah, okay. So it like starts to groan and creak, and you jump forward essentially as it breaks underneath. So he jumps back to save himself, and you jump forward.
Okay.
And now there's a big 10-foot gap in the stairs.
Fuck.
So, stuff happens, stuff off screen happens, more stuff off screen happens. Maybe Una's turn again.
Stuff.
Assume Una goes all the way
If you
down.
could give us a relative to like 1 to 10 stuffs. How many stuffs happen?
There's probably some shimmying, some boogieing.
Do I from the outside see the building moving at all?
No.
Okay.
The building's leaning, right?
It's leaning a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So the stairs also attached to this inside are.
It sounds like these stairs weren't really attached to the wall very much.
I love the idea of a tower with free floating stairs inside of them like that. Like, there's a wire up all the way at the top.
It'd be fine.
They're like.
Don't worry, guys. We used really big bolts. You're safe.
There's actually a church, as an aside, in New Mexico. That is the world's largest free floating staircase.
Yeah.
It's like a 6 or 7 story tall spiral staircase that's not attached to. It's just straight up built on itself.
Well, hey, best for it being in church, because you got to have a lot of faith to go up that shit. Una's going straight down some more,
Not
which I
a
think leaves him
chance.
5 feet off the ground.
All right.
You can just fly in.
You just fly straight down.
Yeah, I mean, I know I really need to get towards the front, but it's what I can do for now.
I mean, we can just say
I just-
you're kind of.
What if we all just fly? But did we have that option earlier? Just fly up instead of dodging these rickety ass stairs.
It is.
I think you have to have it heightened to do multiple people, don't you?
Yeah, I can cast fly, but not that many times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, heightening it only increases the duration, not the amount of folks.
Correct.
All right. I just had same way. Actually, you just ended
I
up
appreciate it.
next to tree just to save us a little.
You don't
time.
want to keep more maps going?
All right, Graelfindor.
So I
Is
get
it not
fly.
my go? Am I not after?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
now?
Remember tree delayed?
It's trees.
Oh,
now.
right.
Oh, yeah, you just had to let me know when you wanted to go. So you want to go now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15. You wanna go to the next map? Oh, I see. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
It's jumping gap.
5. Oh, there's a gap. How does that work?
The gap will come eventually. You're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're not going to make it to the gap quite yet. You're
I
gonna
was,
keep going,
I
though.
was 15. Yeah, 15 here, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Oh, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you'd have to make a long jump.
Yeah.
Are we jumping?
How does long jump
grateful to
work?
fly.
Let me make sure that I can actually do this.
Right.
Long jump. Oh no, I couldn't do it anyway. So because it's a double action to do.
Okay. You have to kind of brace yourself to.
So you leap to a distance equal to your check. Range is 5 feet. You can't jump farther than your.
I think this was supposed to be exploration actions going up before we instigated.
Hey, look, I've
combat.
apologized like 9 times now.
That's why Robert's like, I didn't see this coming.
I just assume. Is this just going to be the next few rounds? Is this?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Jumping, leaping. I might cast fly on myself.
I mean, Una's just going to be
honest.
flying alongside y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, no. The leap action I can just do 10 feet. So if I can get there, it's just an action. There's no rolls. If it's more than 10 feet, then we have to do a long jump action.
Okay. Yeah, you can leap 10 feet. So.
Yeah, everybody can just leap 10 feet.
Well, it's a 10-foot gap, so you need to be able to jump 15.
Great. Then all of us have to do a long jump to do it.
Not a chance. I cast fly.
Okay. All right. So
Runelords
here's the
fly.
deal. They ain't coming down to you. I'm just gonna be clear.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Like you guys can stand around and wait as long as you want, but so you guys gotta start working your way up. So you guys, I don't really want to mess with all the timing of everything because then we'd have to stay in combat rounds because like for like the flies and stuff for the most part. Who's all taking the stairs? Vincent, Amir, and
Skip.
Tree.
I mean, Una is going to be hovering above them as they do it until Fly gives out.
Okay. As you guys are gonna start heading up. It's not a difficult check. I don't think. I think it was a DC 15 athletics to make the.
Yeah, take a jump.
Yeah, I think it's almost impossible for any of you to realistically fail right now.
Oh yeah, I literally can't fail on
Yeah,
solo
Vincent.
Any-
Vincent has a 15. Like base,
Any
so-
of the people climbing the stairs.
Yeah. So.
Thank God.
As you guys, I'm just gonna take us out of combat for now, and we're just kind of moving. Because as you guys are going up the stairs, anytime you guys get close to each other, the stairs start to break. So you guys are spaced out as you're climbing the stairs. On your guys' way up, after a while, you guys hear something. You guys
Terms of surrender.
hear a snap noise. Like
I'm sorry.
It's snoring.
What noise?
a snap.
A net.
Oh,
Snap.
I heard nap. That's what I was like. What?
Yeah.
Ew.
It's like the heat. It's like the piranha plant in Mario 64.
Oh, that sounds significantly worse with these free floating stairs.
Snap.
All
It really
right. So
does.
as you guys are going up, snap, and one of the
bell?
bells falls from above, crashes along one wall, starts bouncing, and it falls down at you guys.
Fuck.
Great.
It is going to attack. Okay.
Oh boy.
I do like the choice
Alright.
word attack, implying the bell has sentience.
Oh,
It is
boy.
making a choice here.
That's how traps work.
Hey, look, it's Pathfinder. I don't know there's not a living bell out here.
Okay. So it is going to try and smash.
It's going to try.
I'm just gonna go across in order here. So Amir's 1, Grail's 2, Tree's 3, Una's 4, and Vincent's 5. Reroll on 6.
Please don't tell me it's Vincent.
No, it was Una.
Okay.
Oh, mid-flight.
Does Una still have fly active? That's real fucking important right now.
I'm just gonna say it's still happening. Yeah. So it's gonna hit you
Thank God.
midair.
Oh.
All right, so it is going to attack you.
Oh boy, I wonder if it hits.
I have no.
It's gonna crit. It's gonna crit crush him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You
Come on.
are essentially
Dead.
okay.
Oh, a crit. Oh no.
Well, the best part too is there's probably fall damage after this.
Hey, wait. Did you fix
Falling-
your AC? You for sure
Yeah.
didn't fix.
I did. Oh, I did. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
All right. So you take 46 points of bludgeoning damage as
Oh,
a
boy.
massive bronze bell, so bigger than
Ouchie.
crushes you, falling. If so, this is where the one kind of blessing is for you, since you were flying, it just knocks you away. Whereas if it hit someone that was on the stairs, it would have
Destroys the
crushed
stairs.
the stairs where they were standing, and they would have fallen below. That was a very mixed roll on the d12s. Those 2 11s, a 10, a 4, and a 2.
Here's what I will say. I fully expected you to say, because he's out there flying, it just hits him and carries him all the way down.
I thought about that. I'm not gonna be that mean. I already crit you with a bell for 46 damage.
Actually-
so-
I got this
No.
backup thaumaturge that's going to come up. He's on the 4th level waiting for y'all.
The bell would tumble, for sure,
yeah, it's hitting.
Mm.
or it would tumble. But at the very free fall, in free fall, it would go bell up. With the cone
From wind
How-
resistance, yeah,
from the
you're
wind
right.
resistance.
We
Yep.
we also have characters that can shoot lightning with their brain, so let's maybe not put too much physics into this one.
Hey, the
It's
bell
nice.
still abides by physics normally. All right.
I get it.
The
I've
rest
seen
of
part
us.
of the movie. It's all science.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, well, I'll just shut my mouth if the DM's not gonna follow the
Right.
rule here.
I expect it to be way worse. I'll take the blessing.
Yeah.
And then wow, that's really funny.
I'll say the
bell.
second bell.
All right, so it's a pretty nasty trap. It hits. It gets to